Hello and welcome to another cryptocurrency market update. On the 11th of May is when the market closed. Let's start off as always with this chart I look at of GBTC, which is the Bitcoin Investment Trust. There's nothing to be put off with here, and in the DVDs and in my seminars I talk about how to read a chart. But it's really very simple. Along the bottom here we've got years over time, and upwards here is the price of this. This isn't Bitcoin itself. This is called an investment trust for Bitcoin. But the reason I use this is because I think it smooths out the volatility of the Bitcoin, and it's kind of like a bellwether that I'm using to navigate through this whole bull market. And it benefits from something called cost averaging, because they're continually acquiring Bitcoin, and that kind of averages out, smooths out all the prices. So having said that, we had after the big blow off, it had a challenging time here as it got below its 40-week average here, which is that wavy blue line there. But then just these last few weeks, I was pleased to see it got above there and held above, excuse me, and the line is still pointing up. These straight line arrows I've drawn here indicate the trend lines, and there's a trend there, and there's a long one now, and it's back on it. It's back on trend, and as long as these two lines here, especially this top one here, doesn't get broken, that's the one I'm really looking at, then all is well. And I know there's still a lot of coverage of Bitcoin, that's very negative. That's because they're flying blind. They're not seeing what you're seeing right now. But this bull market is very much intact. More importantly, as I keep saying, it's not so much about Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies even, as the blockchain itself and the technology the blockchain represents is as huge and as game-changing as the internet. And you will look back and realize what I said is absolutely on point. So I'm also looking at companies that getting the early players in this the blockchain revolution, because it's exactly what it is. Let's look at the close-up view of that GBTC chart of the last 6 months. And here's that big spike we saw when a lot of people bought around this level. Actually, now they're all disillusioned with it. But that's what bull markets do. It tries to suck in what they call the dumb money, and then it just sinks on them because they're not watching the video you're watching. So this week it kind of consolidated a little bit and had a little bit of a wobble on Friday actually. But I was pleased to see that it sort of bounced off of the 200-day there, respecting it quite well. So all is well on the short-term picture as well. Let's look at the kind of like my league table of cryptocurrencies here. They're listed by capitalization here, the amount of money that's in them. And no surprise to see that Bitcoin is in first place in the Premier League, followed by Ethereum, and then Ripple, and then Bitcoin Cash, which is really just a spin-off of Bitcoin. And the ones I've been focusing on, as you know, lately, EOS, Litecoin, Stellar, and Neo, especially down here. So that's how it looks. Not much change. The numbers are kind of saying similar as well in terms of how much they're the leaders by. So keeping an eye on these small ones as well, as we'll see in just a second. On my Stockfolio app, where I can actually see all these currencies plotted, there's Bitcoin. What I really want to see here is getting back above the 200-day, just like its fellow GBTC I just showed you. So it's still sagging around there a little bit. Ethereum, on the other hand, is back above that line, the 200-day, and doing well. There's Ripple. Ripple's still sagging a little bit, and we can see who are the strongest ones at a time like this. Litecoin, a little bit limp as well. Stellar, on the other hand, never really got much of a threat below it, bounced off nicely and continues higher. So you can see there's buying going into this coin. Dash, I've not been a fan of, as you know, and there's why. It gets below, stays below, and it really looks quite weak right now, actually. Qcoin, the artificial intelligence one, I've been saying to keep an eye on, just flat for now, that's fine. Neo. Not much history with this one, but it's getting back on track. The real stars, as you know, I was talking about, introduced a few weeks ago, was EOS around here, and it goes higher. Nothing wrong with a bit of consolidation like it saw this week, and it's in a very nice uptrend. So that one's looking great as well. And don't forget now, there's also the business side of things, which is to get into a miner. You just go to Coinbase and you change some currency up into Bitcoin Cash, not Bitcoin, and then you can go buy your mining shares in bitclubnetwork.com, and your sponsor's name is Bits and Pieces, BITSNPIECS. That's me, that's your sponsor. You'll need a sponsor to be able to do this. And you can start with 500,000. The GPU pool is good because that's a multiple of currencies, and these ones are just Bitcoin. That is going to get you a piece of the action in terms of actually mining Bitcoin, creating Bitcoin. And it's been a huge winning bet for everyone I know who's got into this, unsurprisingly. And it's you got 3 years worth of mining with this these packages. So I think it's really good. I'm very impressed with them. So that's all for now, and I will speak to you next time.